on your volume?
Yeah, I gotta turn it up. Hold on. Mm,
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure it wasn't me with my hearing aids. Honestly, I'm like, ooh, maybe I need to adjust.
let me try with this microphone. Is this better, guys?
It's still a little low.
Huh. Let me go back to this other one. All right. That should be a lot better, I think.
That's better. By
Okay.
the way, apparently I didn't know this until a few days ago, but
Hmm.
apparently I made it to Reddit.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Pretty sure you did.
I guess.
Welcome in.
Ooh, I guess I've like made it to what? To like some type of status, I guess.
I think so. Welcome in, everybody, to the Cry Harder Martha Live. And can I turn you up? Yes. Ooh, that color. Why does it always move people around? Hi, Haley. Welcome to the Cry Harder Martha Live.
Oh, this is one of my favorite lives. I love this. And to be honest,
Hi, Haley.
hi Mary. I was actually just testing because I got banned last week and I'm not meant to be unbanned till tomorrow or the next day. So
Uh-huh.
clearly my manager had the ban removed. So I was like, yay! I can go live again.
Right.
Woohoo!
Um, but yeah, Martha, she needs to cry harder. I don't know why people are crying over Nate either. I mean, people are saying he's more popular than ever. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're
Anything else we
welcome.
can do?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, maybe Martha would get more popular too if she came on camera.
Yeah, I had to
Come on,
really
camera,
run
Martha.
some
Let Martha see
cleanup
you.
on that fucked up photo of Martha, but I think I got it pretty good.
Yeah, she looks very handsome.
Very handsome.
Very handsome woman. Very handsome, proud, cisgendered woman.
Yep. Martha wants to be a vigilante so bad.
Yeah, and look, she's doing. I don't know whose work she's doing, but she's doing someone's work.
Well, I
It's
mean, I
it's not
think they
war, it's love.
doing, from her opinion, I think they're doing God's work and all this Christian work to protect women and children.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I find funny, Mary? Is that these people that come up here saying that all this
Come on,
advocacy
make it.
is for women and girls, but yet you never ever see them hosting a topic about abortions or child slavery over in Europe and stuff. Nothing like that. You don't see anything about child
Right.
pageantry where they're exploiting young
Right.
girls. Nothing. They may mention it
And
here and there, but they never host a topic about it. It's always trans women.
right. And they never talk about how the greatest threat to women is cis men. Why aren't they talking about the YT cis men that are the greatest threat to women and children? Why aren't they talking about that?
They don't
I
care.
mean, to be honest, in their, I think actually in their defense, I think they acknowledge that cis whitey men are the problem, but the problem I have is that they lump us in with
Right.
that category and think we're exactly the same. And so that's the problem I've got. Like I hear them all the time saying men are the problem, men are the problem. Cool. Yeah, we agree.
Right.
The trans women aren't your problem. You're just making it a problem.
It's a non problem that they're making a problem. So I was thinking about something like with everything going on, you are definitely a lot safer with trans people than you are cis people. Plain and simple, right? Like, trans people aren't out there torturing you for 2 months on end and then unaliving you for being cis. We just don't do that. Cis people do that, though.
No, but like also like I Martha said that she doesn't want trans people around children at all. But I'm sorry, I've got, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, and I see them daily. So
Hmm.
I don't know what you want me to do. That's not going to change.
Or I need your age, please.
Hi, I'm 20.
Okay. Are you sure you're 20?
Yes, I am. I'm born in 2004, July 2nd.
Okay. So what's up?
I just wanted to let you guys know if you've heard about, I think it's in America, how it was this trans person being, I guess, tortured.
Hmm. Yes, you're talking
And
about Sam.
I haven't, but I
And
believe it.
so go to my recent videos, Haley. It's Sam. And he was tortured for about 2 months and then unalived by
Mhm.
5 people in Canandaigua, New York. It is major news. It's fucking disgusting.
And for the people that say it's mostly trans people that put cis people in danger, it's actually the opposite.
Right.
But that's my opinion.
No, fully agree.
But yeah.
It's not all cis people. We do have good cis people, but
Definitely, yeah, I agree.
I wonder if Candace will come and make a cameo appearance today. Come on, Candace, show
come on,
your
Candace.
face. Jump on the panel, turn your camera on. You're already out there now. You might as well show us a better picture of yourself.
Yeah, because like my Photoshop skills only go so far. Um, the fact that I was able to go from one to the other, that's not bad. I did good, right, Mary?
You
Yeah, it's
did.
not.
No. I actually I
like
cleaned
look
up
at
the
that
left
fringe
side.
echo. I cannot.
Yeah, I cleaned up the left side and then split her down the middle and mirrored it because your face should be symmetrical. So I only had to do half the face. But the way she's looking, like it's up at the phone, so her forehead looks smaller. So I'm like, meh.
I love the cry harder, Candice.
Hmm. That's my thing. It's
I mean,
the cry harder for me.
I can't tell if it's like if it's a fringe going on up there, like some
Yeah,
really
literally.
tough bangs, or if it's like
Shitty bangs, yeah.
I can't tell, but it's giving like a really strange bob with a high. I cannot with that.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
I love it. Love it. And it's on the Reddit for anybody that wants to use it. So
Come on, Clandis, where are ya? Come say hello. Clandis, oh
Clandis hates
Clandis,
me.
wherefore art thou Clandis?
There's nothing new. Nothing really new on Clandis. She's just doing the same freaking rhetoric that she's always done. She hasn't changed anything. Still the harmful extremist that we don't want to have conversations with. And I think that live that I was just in, like, proved like we can have some middle ground conversations and talk about the stuff with a degree of respect and try to find some way forward. Um, Not with Clandis. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think that that boat has sailed,
Yeah.
right? There's she's done too much harm, and I think that even the GCs don't agree with a lot of what she says. Like,
Right.
Hmm.
tolerate her because she's willing to say the stuff that they don't want to get cancelled for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we actually know what she looks like. So if I wonder in that protest video if I can find her there.
I bet you can. Please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been still doing some stuff on in the background. I am part of the Transvestigators. Hello,
Yep.
that's
Yes.
my new role. So
I
I'm
love
just
that.
doing things in the background.
Yeah.
Where are you guys all from?
I'm from the United States.
Nice. How about you, Haley?
I'm from New Zealand.
Oh, nice. I'm a UK girly.
Hmm.
I would never have guessed by the accent.
It's funny. I
um,
love it.
we've actually got our own problems over here in New Zealand at the moment. Well, I mean,
Hmm.
in comparison to the rest of the world, it's probably nothing. But we've had pride parades and stuff recently, and
Hmm.
the we've got an extreme radical right winged cult called Destiny Church over here who have turned up, and there was a drag story hour and they turned up in en masse and tried to storm into a classroom, and teachers and children were barricaded in there, and it was just horrific. And the thing I like about New Zealand is even if we've got a conservative government, which we have at the moment, they are still they still do things like attend pride parades. Like they're not really against us over here. Like even in our most conservative governments, right? But
Hmm.
we do still have our issues, and we've got Destiny Church causing havoc at the
Mm.
moment. So,
Yep. Mm. Trying to decide on what to do next and who to talk about next.
oh yeah, there's probably options.
There is. I'm looking at my folders. I'm like, oh, what do I want to
Which
do?
one? Yeah, I love that for you. Whichever one tickled your fantasy, Echo. I love that.
Yeah.
People are really like, especially me and Echo at the moment. They're not really speaking to us. We have drama, shall we
As
say?
you should.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not mad at the people that have been exposed were exposed because they are causing extreme harm in ways that they don't even
Yeah,
recognize.
Yep.
They think they're not doing anything.
yeah.
Sam, Sarah, you're not
So,
condoning. That is awesome, Mary.
Ooh, Mary's campfire. I love that. That looks so cool.
Yep. Love it.
and yeah, people are saying things like, "Why aren't we calling Echo out?" I'm like, "Well, I don't really feel like I have to call Echo out. I agree with what Echo's doing."
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
A lot
No,
of
I'm
people
legit.
sorry.
do.
I'm not. I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Some people don't like what we've done, but I don't
Right.
care. Like these parasocial relationships don't bother me. Like you obviously care about
Yeah.
what I'm doing, and I care about what you're doing.
You have the right community, following you, so just don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't care. Don't bother me. If I lose followers and people don't want to follow me or they block me out of spaces, I really don't care. It just shows me where people stand, whether or
Yeah.
not they're willing to actually take a stand, or if they're just talking the talk without walking the walk. So,
Mm.
Like the ones that talk about it behind the scenes, and but when it comes to being on a live stream, and they're quiet as a mouse, but they'll sit there and actively get involved outside
yep.
of this, and it's like, ah, I don't like that. It seems like you're just seeking something. You're not actually trying to call people out.
Mm.
Allie, I need your age, please. Allie, I need your age, please. Okay, goodbye.
Oh,
Guys, I'll have to head out, but all of you have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Right.
Justin, I need your age, please.
36.
Okay. So, what do you want to talk about today?
Hi guys. I just heard a little bit about it. I My page is all about unity for all everybody. I have equality videos, I have Black Lives Matter videos, I have Women's Rights Matter videos, all being delivered in a poetic message. I have been pushing this since for the last 2 months. My first account got banned for the people movements I had as videos in the background of my words. I've kind of switched that around to try to not get it. Now I've grown my new account up to almost 2,000. Uh, I just wanted to pop in here and say, you guys have, everybody has a community, and we all need, right now, we all definitely need each other more than ever. And
Yeah.
everybody use your voice. Just keep speaking the injustices that is going on, and keep letting your fears be heard for others to hear, because then they can speak theirs. Because we need to really start showing empathy and start understanding more, because humanity has been lost in this country. I don't know if you all are in Minnesota or in the United States, or if you all are whatever. I'm from Minnesota, but
I'm from New
in
York.
and I'm in one of the most liberal states in this country, and it's always been that way. But still, even though we're liberal, there's still the bad.
Yeah.
And the farther
That's
you
what I
get
was
away from
saying.
big
I was just
cities,
saying the
the
same
worse
thing
it can
about,
be.
I'm in the most liberal country you could think of, and we still have our problems here too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then and it's just not even just with the gays and trans, the LGBTQ community, and any of that. It's been 163 years since the Emancipation Proclamation, and Black people have still not had equality or rights or any of the stuff. None of the stuff that the Martin Luther King talked about has held truth at all, and that was 63 years ago. So we're 2025 now, and we still can't get along with a person because of their skin color being different, let alone now that we have people that love each other differently than others, and now the rest of it. It's just insanity, the level of divide that we have become in the last decade. And so that's where I've created my journey and trying to hop in on the lives. I finally got to be live. So I hop on live. I think I've been like a handful, 7 or 8 now. And I kind of hop on ones like this to kind of just say hi. And
Yeah.
like I said, I just popped in here to tell you guys that there are people on this app that are real and their content is real, and you have support.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yeah. We find community where we can, so we're good.
exactly. And my twin brother is gay, and I've been supportive my entire life. I've sold Jello shots in my underwear at gay bars. I have went everywhere
So,
to every pride. I've walked in a pride in 2 years ago. I
Justin,
walked in pride.
I love it, but the one thing I can tell you that really like gets to people is when people tokenize them. So things like that, like, oh, I'm an ally. I have this family member. I know this person that they're this thing. Um,
I say I'm
the
gray.
right.
I'm a curve,
The
so it doesn't matter.
tokenizing, though,
I
I
get
get
it.
where you're trying to build on like credibility in your allyship, but the tokenizing really off puts to people,
Okay.
because there's a vast majority of people on this app. Like there's a saying, right, for Trump supporters when they vote for Trump, you don't know trans people, you know of trans people. That's a very much a big thing. So just because they tokenize and say, I know this person and they're trans and I support them, but they voted against them, doesn't mean you know them. You don't know them. You
Can I
know of
say
them.
that
So
I've been with
tokenizing can
a
be
trans
like a,
man?
well, tokenizing is something you just want to avoid.
Okay, I get it. I understand. I'm new to this whole thing too,
Yeah,
and I'm not. I don't know everything. I try to learn, and by
no,
the only
just
way
some
we can
friendly
learn
advice,
is
you know.
questioning. Of course, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, um,
Um, Echo, did you get the? Because I sent it. I showed it to Brookie, I think last night, but the Discord message from Martha.
No, I did not. Brooke, you did not send that over.
Oh, okay. Can I? I don't know if I can even show it.
Um,
Um, Can I just message? Oh, okay. I think I
you
have your
can.
Discord.
Yeah, send it to me on Discord. Echo.nb.
Okay.
Well, Echo, I want to thank you for letting me pop on and just say a little couple things. And
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to hop back out of here and do a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for
I
everything
invite
you do.
anybody to come and take a look at my page and just hear my words. I wish nothing but love and kindness. Have a good one, guys.
You too. Appreciate you. Allie, I need your age, please.
I'm 21.
Okay.
What is this live about, can I ask? Or is that rude?
We're trashing on a gender critical that thinks trans people should be forced to detransition.
No, I think they can do what they want. Like,
I
if
will
they
be
want to.
showing this picture.
What picture?
I have to edit this a little bit.
With the background, do you agree that they should, that they should be allowed to say the R word? I don't personally think people should say that.
No.
No, okay. I was just, as it's offensive to me, that's why I
Yeah. Trust
asked.
me, fully offensive here.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. No, I think you guys can do what you want to do, really. I think it's your choice.
Yeah, I agree. We should be able to do what we want to do. This has to all go in the Martha folder. Yes, Martha
Yeah.
has a folder.
Everyone's got their own opinions, really. Like, a lot of people don't like abortions. A lot of people don't like transgender people. A lot of people don't like gay people, so.
This is Martha. This is Martha on Discord.
Didn't
Haley,
he
if you're
do
away from your phone, you gotta see this.
Isn't that like the Schmittler thingy?
Yup.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, I'm trying to be TikTok friendly when I say that.
I want to know who else hearted it. Martha. Tell me you're a racist without telling me you're a racist.
So who is this Martha then?
Martha, aka Candace, or Candace, aka Martha, is a extreme gender critical person on here who believes all trans people should be forced to detransition, and that we are all groomers and P3DOs. This is Martha. This is her profile.
Wait, so hang on. Are they trans themselves, or?
No, so she took this picture to use, but she's not trans. She just
Have they
uses.
Have they put like bronzer on their like?
That's not her. That's not her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Norpa, can I get your age?
I'm 21.
Okay. So what do you think about
October.
Martha?
She's a bigot. I agree with your points. I just want to ask, are you anti-feminist?
No, I
Okay,
believe in
because
feminism.
I'm asking because you were defending Goose, I think, like a week ago, when I was on their live. Remember?
Yeah, Goose is not anti-feminist.
Oh yeah, yeah. I glad he made it clear. I just forgot to ask you.
Yeah.
That's
No,
good.
like the thing is, like, talk to Goose if you want to talk to Goose.
Yeah.
Goose's views are his own, but Goose doesn't have the views that a lot of people think he does on here.
Yeah.
You know,
Not all.
People are looking for the worst in him, and he actually doesn't have shitty views.
Yeah, not all progressives are perfect.
No one's perfect, but nobody is. Nobody
Are
is
you
as special as
are you
Martha.
trans or are you? Or is that rude? Or?
I'm trans, yes.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
So like, do you think that trans women are women then?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because they are women. They just have a different lived experience than cisgender women, but they're still women.
Like, define women?
Woman is someone with a psychological framework relative to the societal and cultural norms typically associated with females.
Yeah, but like,
Right.
I don't really see how they're women though. That's my only issue.
Sure, what makes you a woman?
Being able to have babies, being born with, and I know some women cannot have
What
babies.
that is
So
called
before you say that,
placating. That's placating to the patriarchy, where you're reducing your womanhood down to your reproductive capability.
Yeah, Allie, our gender is not our genitalia. Your genitalia does not determine your gender.
okay,
As
so
a
like,
woman, Allie, as a woman, I'm not an incubator.
Yeah.
I'm a
no,
woman.
no, you're not. But
Sex
okay,
doesn't determine
Right.
gender.
okay, but
Yeah,
when you're born as a
your
woman, when you're
genitalia.
born as a girl, you're
Yeah.
a girl. When you're born as a boy, you're a boy.
No, not necessarily, Allie. Not all females are women, and not
So
all
can I
males
change
are
myself into a
men.
TV then?
Neither does facial hair, by the way. Some
Can I be a
women,
TV
cis women, have
then?
Allie,
PCOS.
can you be what?
Can I identify as a TV?
As a what?
A TV, television.
Define
No,
define
Allie, come
TV.
on. That's being ridiculous, and you know that.
So what's the difference? Can I be a cucumber?
You're identifying as inanimate objects. Like, that's different than a social construct.
Okay, can I identify as a dog then?
That's a different species.
It's not an
Like,
inanimate
if you're
object,
into
is it?
pup play in the kink community, then sure, identify as a dog and play around all you want. But that is completely a quink thing. You can't be a dog. Like, you can't change characteristics to actually become like a dog or to align with a dog. So,
But why do you think that trans women are women? Like, do you think they should come into the women's bathrooms?
I believe
Yes,
so, yes.
they're a woman.
They're
Absolutely,
not a
Allie.
woman though.
I'm a trans woman, and I'm a trans woman, so hi. And yeah, I use the women's bathrooms. I play women's sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of the above.
Why
Like I've
should
done.
you play women's
Allie?
sports as
Oh,
a man?
Allie,
It's
Allie
about
is a
repeated.
cisgender woman. Haley is absolutely welcome in my space. They are absolutely a woman, and you're not going to tell me that
Okay,
Haley
so
is
Yeah, it's-
is an
women's
a woman.
boxing,
You should be
for
afraid of
instance,
cis
do you
men.
think a
Right.
transgender person
They're
should
the
be
real
playing
problem. Men are
against
the real
an
problem.
actual woman?
Absolutely, Allie.
Why?
Cis men.
Absolutely. Because they are, Allie. Science
No,
supports.
they're not.
Yes, they are, Allie.
You're not
What
explaining
is
why
your-
they're not. All you're saying is they're not.
Because
You're
they
not
were born with a
elaborating.
penis. That is my
That doesn't make
explanation.
anyone less
That's
than a
your
woman.
sex, Allie.
That's your sex, right?
We have completely different chromosomes to you guys.
Can I just say something? I just want to say, like, as
Can
a
you guess
trans-
my chromosomes, Ellie?
Okay, never mind. I'll go on mute.
Sorry.
Sorry. Norpa, Haley, please go ahead. I know you love these conversations. Go ahead, Haley.
Oh no, I mean, I just came back. I was busy, but I walked in halfway through the conversation, and yeah, I mean, Ali, I'm sorry if you don't believe trans women are women. That's a you problem, right? We don't really care. Like, you can go away from this live stream and be like, trans women are men, and it's not going to affect the fact that I'm still using women's spaces. So
But
you can stay
you
mad
are a
about that.
man, aren't you? You were
Yeah, I don't
born as
care.
a man. You are a man.
I wasn't born as a man, okay? Let's get that straight. But, like, even if I was,
So
let's
what
say
were you
this was...
born as then?
Who cares? Ellie,
So
this
therefore
is
you
not...
are a man.
Ellie,
You were
I
born
could
with
sit
a
here and
penis.
debunk you all day, and you're still going to leave this live stream and say trans women are men. You don't really care about having this debate. You just want to sit
You
here and
are a
air out your...
man.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because you're a man.
Yeah.
No.
Allie, you don't want to learn.
I mean, clearly
don't
there's
wanna
people
learn.
in here that agree with me, considering I'm getting sent all these gifts.
If everyone in the chat agreed that you were not educated, would you be like, you're right, I'm not educated?
That's different though, isn't it? I think
No, it's not.
education,
We're
you know,
just
I've
here to
educated
educate
myself
different
on
people.
being, you
We don't
know,
I
need to
don't
hear
know
you know,
why
that.
you think that
having
anything you say
biology.
is valid considering the fact that you engage with no critical thinking. All you're saying is the same shit over and over and over as you're trying to convince people about what you're saying. But you cannot engage intellectually with this debate at all. Because I can sit here and tell you, you a man, 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 you until I'm blue in the fucking face.
I
It
was
don't mean
born a
shit.
girl. I have a
I don't believe
vagina.
you. I don't believe you.
Well, I ain't gonna get it out for you because you're a bloke.
I don't believe you. You a man.
I think you're the man, to be
Stop
honest.
I
bullying
think you're
women.
the man.
I mean, okay, if you want to sit there and say that, but
Exactly. If you want to
I
go ahead
was
and say
born a
that, then
woman.
say
And
that.
do
You
you want
see
me to
how
get my
fucking
birth?
stupid that
Do
is
you
and
want
it
me to
goes in
get my birth
circles?
certificate out or
I
something?
can show you mine that says
Hey,
female.
Mine says female.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
because you've
Allie.
changed it.
So
Allie, I really would love you to provide a scientific peer-reviewed source like .gov.edu
Okay.
that supports your claim that a transgender woman isn't a woman. Like, we're talking
They
scientific
aren't
peer-reviewed
women.
research.
They
No, well,
aren't
give us a
women.
source.
all
Give
you're
us a
doing is
source, Ellie.
repeating yourself without giving any
Yeah, not
evidence
not
or
Okay.
facts.
yeah,
Like,
not your feelings or opinions.
you have no
Even all that
actual
aside,
data.
Mary,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Echo.
No,
Even
go
all
ahead.
that aside, I mean, I'd love a peer-reviewed source showing where I give a shit. Where do I care? You don't care. You don't have the horsepower for this conversation, sweetheart. You came up
You're
here and you
telling me
said
to
you're a
search
woman
something up.
because you
That's
give
what
a
I'm
shit.
doing. Do you
Yeah,
Okay,
want me to
you
can
are.
find the
you let me
definition for
ask you a
you?
simple question, Ali? Can you tell me what defines, do you believe that to be a man you have to be male?
Sorry, what?
Do you believe that to be a man you have to be male?
Yes, born
Okay.
male. Yes.
Oh, okay, great. Can you tell me what defines male universally? No exceptions?
Born with a penis makes you a man.
So, in order to be male, you have to have a penis.
Well, yes, you're born with a penis.
So that's a yes.
Yes, therefore you are a bloke.
Okay, so
You are born
so
with a
A
penis.
is required for B, right? If A isn't there, B cannot be. Do you understand that? It's basic logic, like the most simplest forms of logic right there. If A is required for B, B cannot exist without
Okay.
A.
So
Do you
women
understand
are
that?
born with XX
I don't give a fuck
chromosomes.
about that. I didn't ask you
Men
about
are
that.
born with XY.
No, you're
Oh,
So
wrong
some
again.
say you died.
Do you see how the moment you introduce basic logic to these people, they just fucking
Yeah,
Okay,
crash out and
listen.
go on about some other shit I don't want to even talking
Say you
about?
died. They're
you're
not gonna
wrong
I'm
care
sorry,
again.
what you
sweetie. I'm
identify
sorry,
as.
You're
sweetie. Is that what
wrong.
we're talking about?
Okay, you can listen to me or
some
you
women are
cannot
born
listen
with
to me.
How
XX,
about you engage
Y.
with what I just said, right? Not engaging, you're like deflecting from it.
She's so wrong.
If A is required for B to exist, B cannot exist without A, correct?
I don't even know what you're trying to say. What do you mean? Why are you
It's
using
basic
alphabet
fucking
letters?
logic. A and B are variables. Insert whatever you want there.
They're
If
alphabet letters.
A is
What has the
required,
alphabet got to do with this?
oh my gosh, you did not just say that. What the fuck did I say about these people?
You said A, B. What
Those
does
are
A, B, C, D, E,
variables.
F, G have to do
Variables.
with
Do you understand like a freaking like an equation or like it variables?
Do you understand how logic processing works?
Okay, so
And
when...
Allie,
Okay,
No,
just listen.
and
Can I
you're not
Allie,
talk? Are you gonna let me
deflecting.
talk or are you just gonna talk over
You're
me?
not
yeah,
You
deflecting.
I
have
just
to
want to say,
engage with what I am saying, Ali. It's
Okay,
that
then let
simple.
me talk then. I'm going to engage if you
If
let
a
me talk.
penis is required to be
Oh my
male,
god.
right? Then you can't be male without a penis.
Are you
You
gonna let me
understand?
talk or are you just...
Engage with that. Is that a yes or a no, Ali?
What?
If a penis is required to be male, then you can be male without a penis.
No.
Then a penis is not what defines male.
You could... No. So if you're born without a penis, you're a woman.
That's not what I
If you're
said.
born with a vagina, you
That's
are a
not what I
girl.
said.
If you're born
What?
with a penis,
Listen to
you
my
are a
question,
boy.
Ali. Ali, listen to my
That's my
question.
answer to your question.
That's not what I asked you.
But that's my answer.
But that's not what I asked you.
Okay, are you gonna let me ask my question?
Are you gonna answer that question that I actually
I
asked
just
you?
did.
No, you didn't. Because that's not what I asked you.
What did you ask me then?
If a penis is required to be male, then you can't be male without a penis. Correct? If
No.
A is required for B, B cannot exist without A. It's very simple.
Okay, can I ask my question now?
Oh my God, esta tipa, Dios mío, tiene el cerebro quemado.
You're not even answering the question.
Right, when you die, right?
Can we
What are they
just
gonna
kick this
see
fucking
on the...
troglodyte,
Yeah,
this goddamn
exactly.
Flintstone?
You won't let
I
me
want to hear
talk,
the
will you?
stupidity of the bones argument.
When you
No, I don't.
die,
It's actually.
they'll see the fact that you're a bloke from your
Oh,
bones.
Not the
Not the
bones.
bones.
let's not resort to bullying each other.
The bones.
Oh, thank you, Beats. Wait, except Beats. Why don't you get Beats up in here? She'll tell you.
No one cares
And,
about bones.
Yeah, well, okay, but when you
Yeah, I'm
die,
still
they're
trying to
not gonna
find the
care about what...
and
find.
oh,
I'm still trying to find
Okay.
where I give a shit. I can't find anywhere in my mind where I gave a shit. I'm using the women's spaces. You can stay mad along with Clandis.
Right.
Echo, can I say something quick?
Yeah.
Do you have a Discord?
I
I can
do.
join. But you don't have
You
to
can.
publicly show it, but
No,
yeah.
you can message me directly. Echo.nb. ENBY.
EMB.
Yeah, for NB.
B. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did Clandis actually post that "My heart goes out to you" thing? Oh my god!
Yes, he did. Oof. It ain't a good luck, Clandis.
Clandis.
It really is Clandis at this point. Also, when we're talking about bones, here's a scale of acceptable bones. The first one, if you do this to your wings, no, you're a monster. Okay? So I got all these. Trying to get it behind my camera. Hold up. Okay. If you do the first one to the bones, you're a monster. Down the line is more acceptable. Okay? Clean your bones, people. Because when they're unalived, people can tell by the bones.
What is this image? Is it like how
These
much
are
you eat the
bones.
chicken?
Yes. Yep. It's a scale of how acceptable it is to eat chicken wings.
I'm like
A
4.
nibble is not acceptable. Clean the fucking bone. Saint, how old
5
are
is
you?
right. I'm 24.
Okay.
I'm eating some crisps. I'm gonna mute myself for 2 seconds and then I'll.
Why, like, why? I'll fucking give people.
You have any thoughts on Clandis? You have any thoughts on Clandis?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
Okay.
I had it in my mouth. You accepted. I had to swallow.
Thoughts on Clandis?
What's Clandis?
Clandis is this person.
What Musk?
No, the person that posted it in a Discord.
I don't know what your Discord is. I don't use Discord. It's Musk.
I know there are some. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna step away from that. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nice.
Turn down the power levels.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be civil. Oh my god, you won't stop. Cry harder.
Damn, it's almost 4 a.m. Wow, damn.
Yeah. We're gonna do this. Nope, not that screen. I want my other one. Why you no show? Okay. I posted it to Reddit. I cleaned up the picture, posted it to
Jump
Reddit.
scare.
Jump scare. And now go clean yourself up. Woof. Oh my god, you can't stop. Uncanny resemblance to Nurse Ratched? No, that looks nothing like Nurse Ratched. Sorry, go fuck yourself. People are mad. Brookie and all of us were having a live and conversation. But yeah, this is what Clandis does. Tell me you're racist without telling me you're racist.
Mhm.
So. I want her to show up and talk about this and why she thinks it's okay.
Yeah, same. Hot take, but I find it weird when masculine cis het men use the word femboy. I think it comes across as creepy, in my opinion.
Not to me, not necessarily, because masculine men may be into femboys, and that's perfectly fine. They just may not be femboys themselves. So
I just think a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them have weird, creepy views on femme presenting people and women.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm also a masculine cis man, but
Valid. I find it funny that all the GCs that stood by Martha are quiet. I challenge any gender critical person. If this is acceptable to you, come up right now. Come up anytime during this live. I'll be live for a little bit more. Come up and do the salute yourself if you find it acceptable. Turn your camera on.
they will say it's the Roman salute.
Yeah, come do the Roman salute and if you find this acceptable.
I'm actually surprised that gender critical people would be Nazis, because I'm pretty sure they vote left. The TERFs. I don't know. Like a lot of TERFs, they're pro-gay and lesbian, but they don't like trans people.
Yeah, they're very much LGB without the T, and a lot of them aren't even in the T or
And
in the community.
they have no problem with gender nonconformity. Like, they have no issue with if a man wants to dress feminine, as long as they don't, transition to a woman.
Yep.
So they're fine with gender nonconformity, at least.
Oh, that is Christie's server.
I also find it funny that, like, Envy, for example, says that, you know, when it comes to pride parades, it's only the trans people that are getting naked in front of people. And I'm like, actually, no. So we have an event that's just happened called Big Gay Out in New Zealand. It's a big pride event, and there's a lesbian group there that always walk around with no shirts on, and they always every year they turn up with no shirts. It's like a group, and yeah, just saying, it's your community too, Envy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I saw there was a counter protest in New Zealand towards the Pride movement.
Yeah.
Why did that image bother you?
So I got a question for you. How old
He's
are
not
you?
the president.
I got two questions for you. How old are you?
37. He's not the president. Why does it bother you?
Okay.
Is that Lucho?
Why does that bother you, Echo?
Oh, is that Lucho? Yeah, that is. Okay, so
Why does that bother you? He's not the
know
president.
Lucho has dogs. There's probably 2 or 3 of them. So let's start profiling Lucho.
That was definitely Lucho.
Yeah, he dropped because his dogs were starting to fucking give him away. Lucho, I can figure you out real quick.
Oh, they're a previous troll.
Haley, you missed it last night. I was on a live, and Addie was like, "See if you could find me." 30 minutes later, I found Addie.
I want to say thank you to Aaron for giving me for 1 star, whatever it is.
Bother you guys?
Lucho.
Why?
Listen, Lucho.
He's not the president, bro.
Lucho, I got a question. Come on your main account. I'll unblock it. Come on your main account. Turn your camera on.
Why does this bother you? He's not the president.
Lucho, I want
I'm
you
not going to do what this guy's bad.
Turn your camera on.
This guy is bad. Do you hear me? You're not hearing me. This guy's bad.
Turn your camera on and do the salute.
You're not hearing me. This guy's horrible. What?
Lucho,
he's not the president.
I want you to turn your camera on.
What part don't you understand? This guy is horrible.
Yeah, Lucho.
I'm on your side.
Stop, Lucho.
What part don't you understand? He's horrible, but he's not the president of the United States.
So do you like Martha, who fucking shares it and stands?
Yeah, Martha's dope. She's dope. Yeah.
This is your fucking empress.
Lucho.
Yeah, Martha's fucking dope. Look, Mary,
Lucho,
when we're talking about trans
a
people,
danger to
you
this,
know what? When we
to
talk
this
about
community.
trans people, you don't have to bring up
Lucho, you
Just
are a
stick to
danger
trans,
to this
okay?
community,
All right.
and you've made
Just split it
threats
up.
to many people in this community, Lucho.
And bring them up.
You're
Bring
a
them
dangerous
up. Bring
person.
them up.
You are
Bring them in
dangerous,
here.
Lucho.
Bring them in here. Let's talk.
You are Lucho.
Let's have a talk. Bring these people that I've done this to.
People planned us to come in, but
Bring all the people in here. I'll wait. I'll wait in the comments. Bring them all up, Mary.
You are incredible.
This will be a great platform for Echo to record and do everything. Please bring up all these people I've done this to. Mary, please. I'm begging you.
Lucho,
Let's go. Bring him. Bring them here. Who are these people? I'm calling you out. Bring them here. Bring them here. I'm asking you to bring them here.
What's up, Goose?
Why is it fucking hard for you to bring these people here? Or even say their name. Say their name. Who are these people? Mary, can you give me a name?
Do I have to plug my microphone in? No one can hear anything over him.
Yeah, exactly.
Me, Lucho, you have actually threatened me with a pew-pew and a coffin.
Oh, get
and you
the fuck
also,
out. Please show
Lucho,
that, please.
Lucho,
Please show
also,
that. Please give Echo that fucking recording. I beg you. Please give it
Lucho,
to
you
him.
have also said that you
lying.
were glad.
You have Lucho.
You are
Lucho,
lying.
you have also said
You
that you
are
were glad
lying.
that
Where's the
Kari
proof?
passed away. You
Where-
also said
Excuse me?
that you were glad
I
that Kari. Yes, you did. You call me Marty all the time, Lucho.
Lies. All lies.
No,
Where are the
Lucho.
clips?
No,
Where are the
bye,
clips?
Lucho.
Where are the
Stop
clips at,
mansplaining,
Mary?
bro.
You're full of shit. Where are the clips at, please?
Lucho, just
I'm here
clip like
on
you're
Echo's
asking
platform,
someone
and
that
I'm
has
asking
been-
for
you've
the
been
burden of
trashed
proof,
to.
please, which is hilarious to me.
You disgust me.
Yeah, you're just
Where are the names at, Haley? Aren't you an intelligent human being? Aren't you an
Yes.
intelligent human being? Who are these to be involved? Let's stick to the T. That's all I said against you. Why? That's all I got to say. When we talk about the L, we don't have to bring up anything else but the L. When we bring up the G, all we have to do is talk about the G.
Intersectionality exists.
The T, you got to bring up the non-binary, the intersex, the agender. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Stick to the T. There's a reason why there's a T and an I. Leave the I out, but you can't. You need the I to defend and your point of view as a T, which is fucking ridiculous.
Your profile.
That's what it is. Gender critical all the way, baby. Martha, you do your thing. It pisses them off. This is exactly what Martha wants you to do, is what you're doing here. Thank you for promoting. Look at Nate. He's gotten a lot more bigger platform. 100 people in the request.
All right, I got enough packet data captured from that. I should be able to find Lucho.
Sorry, I just wanted to wait until you guys finished before popping in.
You're good.
Oh, yeah, I just plugged my mic in too, so I could.
Hey, Aaron, thank you for donating.
That's okay.
Or
924, by the way, just in case you need an age check.
Thank you. I was busy capturing packet data on Lucho being up here. So anybody who doesn't know what packet data is, you can run Wireshark. So this is the fun part, and I will gladly show this. So Wireshark is an application that you can monitor data in and out of your computer, and it gets you IP addresses and stuff like that. Lucho's in here somewhere. That's the only reason I let Lucho up for a while. I will be checking the location of the IP addresses that were connected to my computer.
Wait, no, is this doxing? No.
No.
Oh, it's just so you can see if they use the same account or the.
Oh no,
same.
no! I will be exposing Lucho.
Oh.
Yeah, I have.
But I want to point out that he. Oh.
Sorry.
I also want to point out that he, Lucho's, literally been on my live stream calling Mary a mutant. So, like, these sort of things are why we don't have Lucho on our platforms. Yeah. He's sitting here going, bring them up, bring the people up. We're all here. We're telling you we don't like you because you do these things. And you're just like, well, it's the truth. Okay, that's not a good argument. Yep. You're just a hateful bigot. And
yeah, he came into my live the other day and he threatened to DOX me and to call ICE on me. And then called me a CUNT.
He's a very hateful person.
Yeah, he was
yelling at women. Yes.
I'll probably be finding Lucho so people can press charges.
W.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep. Let's do another round.
Lucho's panicking.
Here's another one you can. Yep. Hey, here's another one you can do.
So my God, is it Lucho again?
Lucho.
I can recognize the voice
as well.
I don't know this person, but they seem very obsessed.
Yeah, he's probably a fan.
Obsessed. They're obsessed. They create hundreds of accounts to come into these spaces. They really are obsessed. It's actually kind of scary and cringe.
Did he just do it just to be transphobic and all the rest of it?
Men will literally create alt accounts instead of going to therapy.
I thought adults were meant to have a normal brain and let people be people. Guess not.
He literally has threatened several people in this community.
Well, I'm the G part of that community, and you are rude and disrespectful.
Humanity matters. I need your age, please.
32.
Okay. Hi, Uncle Bubba.
How's it going?
Good. Just
hi, Uncle
Bubba.
Some
toys and figuring out
what
Lucho is.
What is it? Lucho roulette?
No. So I'm running
which account is it this time?
Scanner.
Exactly.
There's a 1 in 5 chance the person who joins is Lucho.
I know all about Lucho.
Yeah.
So tragic. Like, you have to make multiple accounts just to be a numpty. Just tragic.
So, Uncle Bubba, I'm running
he really
scanner, and if when Lucho was joining and in the live, I was monitoring all my connections to the computer. So
I obviously don't know them or know the
Interesting.
situation, from what I'm hearing, they're not nice at all.
no, he's utterly trash. He's threatened to rape multiple women. Kill them, everything, including people on the opposite side of us, and we fucking stand with them.
Well, you were on my For You page, and I saw someone hating trans people, and I was like, no, I'm not having this.
Oh no, trust me, we stand thorough with them.
Like, and that person talking about bones, like, that has nothing to do with anything.
These are the only bones that matter.
Yeah, that made me laugh, not gonna lie.
You're a monster. 5, you're my best friend.
Okay, I'm a 4.
Nice.
I'm number 5 for sure.
Yes.
You clean that bone. The best part of that shit is the what you call that
I
in
know.
English?
The cartilage on the end.
The
Yes,
cartilage.
that
The
right there.
cartilage.
I'm a
Also,
Yeah.
5
that
if
post is
it's a
really weird.
KFC
That Martha one. That
bone,
one's
a
weird.
KFC wing.
Yeah, I can probably deal with a 4, but like a freaking 3, a 2, and a 1 now. Something's wrong with you.
I don't know. Would
So
you consider? Oh, go ahead.
that's
I just
Lucho.
want to share this.
Oh my
Lucho
god.
basically made a threat to me using the pew pew coffin emojis.
And he's right.
Under one,
Is he going under that
on,
account?
That's really
and, and
horrible.
and no, that's not Cassie. Cassie's not the one. Cassie was able to, because obviously we deleted it so
Oh right, I thought
quickly.
that was him going under that account, and he's
Right,
transphobic. It's a bit funny.
but this isn't Cassie's not the one who made the
Right.
threat. We were able to
Gotcha.
catch, but they were able to capture so quickly. But Lucio has so many different accounts that they literally did 2 emojis towards me. He also has called me Marty several times. Like they come into the spaces and call me Marty all the time under all these different profiles. And he also said he was glad that Kari, who was one of our mutuals, that they said they were glad that Kari passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
My God.
really horrible. What the hell?
So when we say, at least from my perspective, Lucio has not just threatened me, he has threatened several other people that are part of this community. He is a dangerous person to this community, bottom line.
Yeah,
He has
he's a menace.
graphically described exactly how he would grape and unalive somebody.
Oh my god.
So
Men need
he's
to
a piece of
go to
shit.
therapy more.
Yeah.
He needs to get
Right.
off of TikTok. That's for
And-
sure.
He needs to be humbled and
And
understand what
Martha
morals
too,
are.
of course.
And I fear for the person he ever gets with, if that's what they're like. Gee.
So what's Candace up to these days?
Being racist now.
Being
apparently,
racist.
So.
Is she
Hello?
like?
Hey,
I can't
Kylie,
say that
how
word,
old
but
are
is
you?
she
Did
supporting
he
the end?
did she post that?
Yeah, in Discord. In Christy's server.
Hello? That's gross.
Kylie,
Yeah,
I need your age, please.
I'm 19.
Okay.
Is Candace Martha?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I know that she's like a disgusting bitch, but like, could someone give me the rundown on like everything she's done again?
Yeah, I don't know who this woman is. But from what
Everything?
It's not
is
cool.
that them?
Is that her face?
That's her face. Oh yeah,
Oh.
Bubba. I cleaned
Up
up
here,
the
baby.
picture. I cleaned up the
What's
picture.
Oh god.
Wow.
Yeah, I cleaned up
Why
the
do
picture.
they keep
but
coming
that's-
back?
Wait, hold that there for a second.
Yeah. It's on Reddit.
Thank you.
It's on
Is she trans?
No. Far from it.
I don't think are they part of the community? I imagine they're not. Judging
She
by
only
them.
wishes.
So she's just casually saying that she supports Musk for doing that, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And isn't that a symbol, which I don't want to say because I want to get banana, but isn't that a symbol that's not very good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Those
used to
that
do
say,
it in like
well,
the
it's a
30s.
Roman salute.
It has
Yeah,
been
I'm not-
used
my history
in
is not the
every
best, so.
YT supremacist nationalist group across the world throughout
Yeah.
the ages.
They're probably a Trump supporter by the looks of it, if that's what they support.
Does my mic
He's
work?
the puppet master.
It does.
I struggle to understand where do these types of people conjure up all that hate from? Like where?
I like to say it's how they were raised, but it's not always how they were raised. It's just they just want to be hateful people.
I mean,
Just
psychologically speaking, it is environmentally learned.
yeah.
Here's a new one from January 31st about the pilot incident that Martha reposted from Turf, like Twitter and everything. This is from Christie's server. They knew Christie's take on this. Does anyone know if this is true? The media is being so crazy corrupt, not reporting on the third name. This looks like a cover up that they don't want to release the psycho trans person that just unalived almost 70 people, including a lot of children, because he doesn't like that Trump is kicking him out of the army. And then she posted the Twitter about it. So they all knew Martha had that shitty lying rhetoric. And again, that's in Christie's server.
So by that screenshot, they definitely are a Trumpy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not American, so I don't really know
What else has
the
Martha
politics.
done?
And I don't know if y'all know, but the pilot was actually a cis woman of color.
So they weren't even transgender.
Well, I saw on the news, whatever, that reports on TikTok that it was actually a cisgender white guy.
Yes.
Right, so it wasn't even someone who's trans. They're just saying that just to be
Yeah,
transphobic.
the person driving that, flying the helicopter was a cisgender white man. I think he was in the military or something.
Yeah.
I don't understand what trans has got to do with that then, if they're a white male.
Because they're making, here's the thing, these types of people, they will literally cling on to anything to demonize trans people.
Disgusting.
Because they're trans.
I've always believed somebody should be who they want to be, and if you're not hurting anyone or harming anyone.
Do you know what Charlie Bailey said earlier during another live that I was in? She told Miss Piggy that trans kids don't exist because
Yes, they do.
Aaron, hold on, Aaron.
Sorry.
Trans kids don't exist because trans is a belief system. And I was like, okay, since things that are belief systems don't exist, then Christians don't exist, Muslims don't exist, laws and rights don't exist because that's all belief systems. She didn't know what the fuck to say in response. Instead, she was stalling and pivoting to Alex Ruby, talking shit about her being a pole dancer.
That's what they do.
What's wrong with girls being pole dancers?
I also clocked her because they love to cite those prison stats. She said in a different live that the 41% of trans women that were in there because of violent actual SA, according to the Freedom of Information Act that she requested. But when she was showing the thing during the live, it just says sexual offense. It didn't say the type of sexual offense. So that's another example in how they like to just lie and twist things around to push this like hateful narrative about trans people. Oh, another thing that she did was when they were talking about passability, Charlie comes in and says, "Why do you want children to be sexy?"
I remember that.
Ew.
And then, you know what was embarrassing? It's not so much what she says, it's the way that the people in the panel responded. Because she asked them, "What does brick mean?" And they were like, "Someone that's not attractive." Obviously, if brick means someone that's not attractive, passing is the opposite. That means that passing means you're attractive. Now, the issue is, who the fuck is that?
That's
Martha.
I'm sorry, but sexy and the word child should never be in the same sentence. Full stop.
Well, Charlie said sexy before the brick thing.
Why do they always look like that? Like they always
Literally though, they
like
always
that.
look old and wrinkly. No offense, but like they always look like that. Like you.
I
have
hope that bitch's husband.
Jealousy, y'all. It's just jealousy and penis envy.
Yeah, because we LGBTQs are just iconic.
I hope that bitch's husband becomes trans.
No, but listen to this. Let me finish the about Charlie thing. The people on the panel basically said the same thing that she was saying. And then I'm in the comments like, that's not what passing means. Passing just means that you appear as a particular gender. That you're perceived as a particular gender. And brick means that you're not. So she took people when they said passing to mean that they were trying to make children sexy. Kind of indicating like that they were P3DOs.
Yeah, and Jewel had to check her.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, since we're talking about brick, I have to do something here to drive the
Oh
point
Lord.
home.
It's just insane how
And on that
people
note,
get
I have to
so
go. I
obsessed
have a
with
phone
gender.
call.
Like, let people live.
It's good to see you, Echo Atlantic. Mary. Y'all have a good one.
There's a family
It,
resemblance.
That bitch has a pixie cut.
And she's coming at people like that, and she's got that
It's a
hairstyle.
little bit longer. Her hair's about as long as mine.
Oh,
But she's
Candace.
doing one of those look up at your phone and caught her at a weird angle.
Yeah, she probably pressed the camera button by accident.
What
because
is all
she's
that
old.
white crust on her bottom lip?
I don't know. So to be
it,
fair,
Atlantic.
go ahead, Mary. Go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, I'm listening.
No, it was just interesting on that live today, like to hear, and I'm like, they had nothing to support their claims as usual, right? Atlantic, it was just like they were misinterpreting all the
Mm-hmm.
data on those statistics, and like when you called them out on that, like they couldn't argue with you because you were absolutely correct in what you were saying. Like I don't understand why they fight so hard to invalidate this community. Like they find every stinking statistic that they believe to support their claim, and it's just disheartening. It's like they fight so hard to invalidate this community on a daily basis.
Oh, but you missed what happened before all that. It was GAD, this freaking
Gad.
GY.
Oh, not
Oh,
Gad.
Yeah,
GED?
this GAY guy called Dory, who's a complete troglodyte, and then Raw Real. GAD and Dory made the claim that most women in America don't want trans women in women's spaces. I pulled up the poll, and it was the complete opposite. They couldn't take that. They were coping so hard. Then
Yeah, it was really
Raw
bad.
Real, were you there, Kylie?
Yeah, I was there through like the whole live.
Yeah. And then Raw Real came up, completely tried to misrepresent everything, calling me bad faith. Pulled up the same poll that I pulled up and looked at the overall opinion about American adults. And I said it was not about all American adults. It was specifically about women, the claim that they made. And then he
Ooh.
couldn't take that, crashed the fuck out, and then dipped.
Mm-hmm.
When I asked
Because
Charlie to
I mean,
prove
with the
that,
facts,
yeah,
that's
when I
what.
asked Charlie after that to prove the claim that she was making, because she was distorting it, she dropped.
Today was really bad for Dory and Charlie. Like really bad.
Yeah.
Chewed the fuck up, and then
Oh,
Dory was like,
Real quick, I'll be right back. I need to step and go use the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Atlantic. I wish I had gotten to speak to Rodil because he basically said he needed to teach me a lesson.
listen, Raw Rio is just a troglodyte.
I know,
And
but
he's
he
he's
literally,
lucky that he
yeah.
dropped because I was gonna further cook his ass. Because I'm like, why are you including the what men think in the numbers when you clearly believe that men have no say in what women dictate what goes in or out of their spaces? But he fucking dropped and didn't come back because he got fucking cooked. Just like
Yeah.
Dory, because he has a humiliation kink. Dory, he tried to make it about personal attacks. I stopped this motherfucker in his tracks right there. And I'm like, show me a poll that says the opposite. And he couldn't. He was like, common sense. And then he was like, oh, third space is number, so build them.
Yeah,
Build them.
he had nothing to say.
Yeah, build them. You're the one who's fucking complaining. It's not most women. You are the one who's complaining. Oh, this is like the best part. He said to a person he considers a woman, I can tell you are a woman because what you just said was stupid as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, misogyny, hello?
He was so misogynistic today.
That's what it is. He hates all types of women. He just hates women. That's it. That right there gave it away.
That's just weird.
He's probably GC because his girlfriends probably didn't let him in the bathroom when they were all out
The thing
clubbing.
is, like, as a guy, as a bloke myself that has male stuff, I don't think I have a right to comment on if a woman goes in a woman's bathroom. It's not my business. A woman is going in there because she's a woman, full stop.
Ooh, you want to know what's crazy? Ooh, what's that? What the fuck is he talking about?
One day
Yeah,
you will learn,
this
I'll
is
be your
the
teacher.
yeah. This is what Rod Deal said to me. One day you will learn, and I will teach you. Will be your teacher.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, to me, like that is just a threat. I'm sorry. It's like that's just like wild to me that he literally would say, "I'm going to be your teacher." Like that's just disgusting.
Not the CP spreader on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fine.
People are just fucking unhinged. Like, I always advise everyone to stay away from them, to not bother with them. I mean, they just happen to pop up. Like, I didn't anticipate them. If I'd known they would have, like, showed up in the live, I would have just gone in there. Because I don't. You saw what happened, Kylie, with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's no point engaging or talking with those people.
No, that's fine.
Because what they would do is they would just like lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. That's all they do is just fucking lie.
You can't have a genuine conversation with people who are like that. You just generally can't. They're in their own little bubble, and they just think, okay, bye.
They'll never change their opinion. They're stuck in their ways.
No, they don't want. And then we give them like the resources and the tools to educate themselves, and we ask them to Google things and look it up. But they're like, no. Like, I know it's wrong.
The crazy thing is, though, with the American ones, it's like Trump won. Why are they still complaining and bitching? It's like y'all got what you want.
Wanna know why, Kylie? Because deep down inside they know they have not gotten what they want because they cannot erase us. No law can erase trans people from existence. It's like me writing a law to erase cats from existence. Does that erase cats? No.
No.
It's the same exact principle, and they know that, which is why they're still fucking fuming.
Well, hey guys, I don't know if you guys know, but they actually changed the ICD-11 for gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
It's actually no longer going to be gender dysphoria.
Oh yeah, I've been know about this. It was deprecated.
Yeah, so if you go to ICD-11 and you
Mhm.
type in code HA60,
Yep.
it's
Mhm.
gender incongruence of
Yeah,
adolescents.
Yep,
But
there's two new codes, one for adolescents, one for adults, and it's just
yeah,
gender incongruency.
but look at the exclusions on it.
You know what's crazy, Nikki?
The exclusions on it are paraphilic disorders.
Yes, they're removing any paraphilic disorders from
What does that mean?
ICD-11s.
AGPs?
AGPs, they're not valid. Like, we've known AGP is not valid. The whole studies done behind it and the whole crap behind it is just garbage. It's not like actually done in any type of good faith or good sampling. AGP isn't really a thing.
Well, it's in the DSM-5 TR.
Yeah, so was women having periods making them hysteria, like giving them hysteria back in the DSM 2. Just because it was in there doesn't mean it's valid. It
Yeah,
just
but
means we now have a better understanding of it.
I would say cross dressers who are like weekend warriors have AGP.
I don't think so. Some people cross dress without any like arousal to it. It's just they're
There-
doing
There's
that.
there's there's people that do that.
I mean, the DSM-5 states that it's transvestic disorder.
Yeah, there you go.
Mind, people don't understand what that means. So, like, in order for you to be classified as having a disorder, it has to cause you like clinical distress or like social impairments. If it's not doing any of those, then you don't have a disorder. It's like anxiety. We all have anxiety. It becomes a disorder when it starts to cause you like clinical significant distress and social impairments. Like you can't step out of your house without getting a fucking panic attack type of shit.
Right.
That's a disorder. The thing is with transvestic disorder, if it's not excuse me, if it's not causing you any clinical significant distress or social impairments, you don't have a fucking disorder, you just have a fetish.
Right.
With
Yeah.
autogynephilia is when they get off to themselves as the thought themselves as a girl, but that's towards the self. That doesn't involve other people. So it's like,
Exactly.
and I know AGPs in real life. They're your typical cisgender men who you will never know anything, that have kids and everything, and they just like do it behind closed doors and people that they feel safe enough to do it with.
Yeah, HA60. Yeah, that's correct.
Yep.
So what does this mean?
I can
That
tell
means
you. You want me to tell her?
Go ahead.
you can't get diagnosed with dysphoria if you're a paraphilic.
It was never gender dysphoria. That was just a thing that they added in 20, I think it was 2013, 2014. Wait, put it back up, Echo.
As a distress, right?
Yeah, it was a distress associated with an incongruence, not the incongruence itself. So if you look at the numbers on the left, you see it says 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17.
Yeah.
This is called transsexualism. And it's a sexual health condition. You see it right there? Go to number 17, Echo, scroll up a little bit.
Yep.
You see conditions related to sexual health.
Yeah.
When it goes sexual dysfunction, sexual pain disorders, and then this gender incongruence.
Uh-huh.
So it's a medical condition concerning sexual health. And there it is right there, the description. So if you have like a marked and persistent incongruence between your experienced gender and your assigned sex gender, whatever, which leads to a desire to transition in order to live and be accepted as a person of the experienced gender, either through hormonal treatment, surgery, or other health care services, to make your body align as much as desired with the extent possible with the experienced gender. That's transsexualism or gender incongruence. Now, the thing that it says right after is that this diagnosis cannot be assigned prior to the onset of puberty. So if you're like at before the age of puberty, you cannot be diagnosed with this. And also, gender variant behavior and preferences alone are not a basis for the diagnosis.
Right. So this
So,
is HA61 referring to adolescents as well.
mhm. Go to match index terms and like expand that. Because I was gonna say something about that 2 weeks ago. It had transsexualism, da, 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 and then gender dysphoria as deprecated. Now they changed it. They took gender dysphoria out of there, and they said transsexualism or transsexual is also deprecated.
Yeah, where would that be in here?
It's all index terms on right under the description of gender incongruence.
Oh, okay. Show all.
Right there. So if you scroll down more, a little bit more.
That's it. There's no.
Yeah,
scroll
they took it out.
Yep.
I can literally send you the picture where look. Let me Discord it to you.
Okay. It's
But
just
Mary, I'm sorry what happened to you.
there. That should be a little better. I know it's small to read on the phone.
There, I sent you the photo. This was like 2 weeks ago that I took that screenshot.
Downloads and Bazinga. Oh,
You see all the index terms right
yep,
there? Transsexualism, gender for deprecate, and transsexual. It's
yep.
all gone.
Yeah. So with the new codes, people aren't going to get diagnosed a transsexual based on to get diagnosed and get that billing because it's all based on these billing codes. That's gone. It's just you're getting diagnosed with the gender incongruency.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I don't know what to mean by gender in this definition.
Yeah.
They don't define gender. So what does gender mean?
Right. User
There's only
definition.
two genders, male and
Don't do
female,
that. Don't do that.
and they're at conception.
Are they using gender and sex interchangeably here, or
That's what I'm wondering.
Hey, did you guys see what they did to the safety advisory? Like the travel advisory for LGB?
No.
Yeah, it only
Well,
says LGB now.
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
heard about that.
yeah.
And then the same thing that happened at Stonewall, because it's a national park
Mm-hmm.
service, it only labels it as LGB. And there was on Friday night, they were protesting in front of Stonewall, saying that you can't erase us and blah blah blah. It was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Stonewall's not that far away from me.
So 2.21.7 consistency between sex of patient and diagnosis. When addressing cases of inconsistency between sex of patient and diagnosis reported, it is important to be aware of issues around gender identity. National legislation may regulate the recognition of gender identity or gender reassignment, sex change, including protection of privacy if there are special obligations to respect confidentiality around gender reassignment cases. These must be taken into account in the coding decisions and the onward dimension of the coded data. So I think what it's doing is like an appeal to legality type thing, which whatever's recognized as it.
so they're using it synonymously or interchangeably?
Yep. Yep.
So this is sex incongruence.
Yep.
Mm. Well, I just came out to say hi and hope
Yeah.
everybody's well.
Hi, Nikki.
So you all take care.
You
You
too.
too.
Me
When
too.
addressing cases of inconsistency between sex and
You
gender.
as well.
Oh, right there. When addressing cases of inconsistency between sex of patient and diagnosis, it's important to be aware of issues around gender identity. National legislation regulate the recognition of gender identity or gender reassignment, including gender reassignment cases. There, I'm still not fully.
So, national legislation may recognize the recognition of gender identity or gender reassignment, including protection of privacy.
So
So, they're
sex identity and sex reassignment.
right, right. So, it's basically saying whatever is like national legislation, that's what it should be referenced to, not separating the two. So, they're allowing the federal law, federal mandates to dictate medical billing.
All right.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like, then what does this mean? Because there's so many different information that it's like not consistent with each other. So like
It's
even the DSM-5 defines transgender as an umbrella term, blah blah blah, blah, but then it defines cisgender as like somebody's gender expression, and
right.
assigns sex at birth aligning with each other. I'm like, then what the fuck? But then the APA has a different definition.
Hmm.
The WHO has a different definition, and it's like, which one the fuck is it?
Yeah, nobody's actually agreeing on anything.
The DSM-5 takes after the APA, so it's like, why are those two things not consistent with each other?
I don't get it.
Echo, looks like Lucho wants to come back up.
As someone that he has gone after, that is completely your decision, Mary. Whatever your comfortable level is. I personally don't care to entertain Lucho. It's just I know what account he's in here on, which is why I'm not blocking him. It tells me like he's here.
The fact that he has to make so many different accounts to like trick you into thinking that's not him, that's weird behavior.
Yeah.
Do you want him up, Mary?
Mary should be mod.
I mean, it's up to Echo. I would never tell Echo who they can't have on their panel.
Now, you as a woman he has gone after, I want to make sure you're comfortable in feeling safe in the space, so I don't want to be like, I'm going to panel him anyway. No, I don't care to panel him. He is disgusting and vile. So, if you want to trash talk him, you're more than welcome to. I empower you to take power back.
I mean, he has nothing to say. I mean, we honestly know how he feels about this community. So, yeah, he's nothing but a harmful person to this community
Yep.
and to many creators.
To the person that messaged me saying message them on Discord, I sent you a friend request.
Well, I'm gonna drop. Thanks for having me though.
Yeah, definitely.
Bye.
Bye.
Seriously, Lucho, stop with the constant requests. Like, we're just not going to have you up, so stop requesting.
You could go cry about being oppressed as a cisgender person, Lucho. And a man. We should all normalize oppressing men like that and silencing them for it. Yeah. Sorry, Lucho. People are mad I'm still live on the Reddit. Oh, cry harder. Lurky DeBoy, you can cry harder, okay? Don't care. Aw, the Reddit's mad that had Lucho up there. Aw, cry harder. Lucho is a red flag. I challenge any transphobic person, gender critical person, whatever you want to call yourself. If you see this as just the Roman salute, go ahead and come on up here and do it yourself. turn your camera on and do it yourself. I challenge you. You can do it on live. Go right ahead.
Lucho, seriously, respect boundaries. You request and request and request. We're not letting you up, so stop requesting.
Yeah, Lucho, if you come back on your main account, where I know you have enough followers, you can go ahead and cam up, and then you do the salute, then we can talk. I don't even think I have your main account blocked. Yeah, I don't.
Like, seriously, Echo, he's obsessed. Like, he's just continuing to request.
Oh, yeah. Just let him sit there. Let him sit there. It ain't nothing. I'm watching the guest requests on my other screen anyway. So, I showed a video, like I showed my computer setup when I came in earlier. So, it's a beautiful thing. Lucho, you are a disgusting, vile poor excuse for a man. Yeah. It's weird to me that, Lucho, you were the fastest swimmer. How did that happen? How? Lucho, like, you're just an angry man sitting on his phone in front of a TV, yelling at it. I'm like, come on, Lucho. Democrat Rage, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Cool. What do you want to talk about today?
I mean, we're all here. We're all for Trump here. Am I correct?
No. Do you have camera access? No.
What, me?
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay. What do you feel about people that do the salute?
Well, no one's doing the salute.
How do you feel about that?
No one's doing the salute, buddy.
Yes, they actively are.
No, they're not. I don't know. I think you're deluded if you actually believe in that.
You're not going to use ableist language. This is what Trump supporters do. They're very ableist. They're trash. Any transphobic... Alright, thank you, Atlantic, for coming up. Any transphobic or gender critical person, if you see this as just the Roman salute, feel free to request up, cam up, and you can show me your conviction level.
And also, I feel like people don't understand where the Roman salute came from. It was based in racism itself. So you're still saying the same shit. You know, and I looked it up and I got my education on it because everybody was saying, "Oh, it's a Roman salute," and I was like, "Oh, wow, that is interesting to say." So it doesn't matter if it's the schmozzies or the Roman salute; it's the same thing.
Yep, no difference.
Yep.
Also, hi Mary, hi Echo.
Hi Sunny.
How you
Hey
doing?
there.
How y'all doing today?
Good, how are you, by the way?
I'm good.
Coping. I think I'm okay. I think.
Yeah,
But I'm.
we absolutely have had an interesting 24 hours, to say the
Mhm.
least.
Yeah. Nah, for real, because I'm like, damn, like these 24
Yeah,
hours have been insanity.
it's been a lot to process,
Mhm.
for sure. But I have to say, I truly am understanding what Auntie Water is saying. Like, I get what she's saying, and I
Mm-hmm. I get that.
respect
I get it
that.
too.
Yeah, I do. Um, and I particularly struggle because as a former essay advocate,
Mm-hmm.
I struggle because I understand like both points of view, but
Right.
I
Right.
get what Auntie Wada is saying, and I
Mm-hmm.
have so much respect for her.
Yeah.
And when I
Same.
listened over the last like 24 hours, like her lives, I'm like, and I'm obviously in her Discord, I'm like, I get what she's trying to say because when we target and make accusations like that
Mm-hmm.
against a BIPOC and transgender woman specifically, it's harmful.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. And I support her 1,000% on that.
Listen, I still love Auntie Water, and also I was told today, oh yeah, you know, oh she's on the wrong, she doesn't, she's on the wrong side. She doesn't believe you. I said I don't have evidence to believe anybody, in general, and what I'm saying is I get it if that happened, and even that person did agree with me. It's like, yeah, Sunshine has her own things to deal with. And so, like I said, I was like, hey, listen, I'm not on any side of this situation. This was brought to me. Um, and that means that, we all know about it, but I am like not taking sides in general on certain things because, like, I don't have anything to see, and so that's the way that
Yeah.
that's the way that I live my life in general. It's just like people, like, there's things that you need to see, and the person that it happened to did agree with me in that fact, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I know, and then I
And
was
and
just like
I,
blamed for a lot of shit that I wasn't
and
trying
and
to
that
do.
and that's where I struggle because I get both sides so much
Hmm.
because
Yeah, me too.
as an S, yeah, and but when I heard Auntie Water like speak, I'm like, oh, I get so much what you're saying,
Hmm.
and I understand how this community is so targeted, and we can't just so quickly jump to like accuse the community. And I get what she was saying. Like when I took a step back, because it's like I really had to process what she was saying over the last 24 hours. And like when I really took a step back, I'm like, dang, Auntie Water, I get it and I respect you and I love you for what you're saying. And especially as a YT person, I'm like, I have to unpack, like, and really listen to what she's saying. Um, because it's so easy as a YT person to be like, well, yeah, 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 yeah. And it's like, no, shut your mouth, listen
Hmm.
to an amazing creator like Auntie Water and just say, shut your mouth, listen, step back, listen to what she is saying. And when I took a step back, I'm like, oh, I can grasp what she's saying. I can just listen to what she's saying and respect that so wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that a lot of non-BIPOC people do need to take a step back in certain spaces, to let people of color speak. I really do think that there's a lot of YT voices that go on about a community that they are not a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely agree with that. I think that taking a step back and just like just chilling out when we speak about certain things is very necessary. I think that I really think that Echo does that. I think that
Yes.
Auntie Cookie does that. I think that
Yes.
I think that that's the thing that people do because, like, even like Auntie what did say this earlier. Um, when somebody was talking about something that didn't involve them, Auntie Cookie was like, "Hey, listen, this is not. I don't get into black people's business."
Yes. No, exactly. And you're absolutely right. Like, the fact that I am even, like, privileged to be on a panel, like, I appreciate that because I know that, I am an intersex woman, and, like, I would never, ever, ever try to speak on an experience that isn't mine. So that's
Mhm.
why I, like, sit a lot of time in the comments, listen and learn. Like, literally have like a pad of paper next to me, and literally, like literally I will write something down if I don't understand, and, like, I just, like, and what you'll be like, if it's not my experience, I just keep my mouth quiet.
Mary, I've
So
never
when
seen
I
you do that. I've never seen you do that. I've never once seen you like to try interject yourself in like people of color's business. I've never seen you do that.
Right,
Not
because
once. I've
it's
never
not
seen
my
you.
experience. Like,
Right.
I would never ever do that. And,
Mhm.
like, if I come up on the panel because I'm invited, because it's typically I'm asked, like, as an intersex person, like, to share my experience as an intersex person.
Mhm.
But heck no, I am never ever going to speak on anybody else's experience except, like, as an intersex woman or as a YT woman. And let me get that straight. I know my privilege. Like, I know that. And,
Mhm.
I get that. So when I get invited up on these panels, like, I just keep my mouth shut because it's not my space. It
Mm.
really isn't.
And also, you're beautiful, by the way. When you sent that picture, you put that picture up. I was like, "Oh, Mary's a baddie." Just
Echo,
off
I don't know if
topic.
you've ever
Just off
seen
topic.
Echo. I don't know if you've ever seen this picture, but, like I have some pretty hot, like, pictures of me, and I showed them, and they were just like,
Yes, Echo.
"That's
Wait, hold on. Put
Mary,"
it.
and I'm
Wait, hold
like,
on, Mary. Put them up. I want
"Yeah."
to. I want to see them. Put them up because I want you to show her who.
Mary, just be careful. Lucho is still in here.
Oh my gosh! Still.
Yeah. So.
Why is Lucho so obsessed?
Can I be modded so I can see what's going on, or no? It's okay if you don't want to. I understand.
If I got enough room, hold on. I blocked Scotty, so I should have enough room.
Okay. Well, it's fine if you don't have no room. I get it. I get it.
Nope. Give me 1 second. Let me just go to my moderators here.
Yay!
Oh, it did not remove Scotty when I blocked her. Okay. And the funny part is you can see everybody that's modded for me.
I gotta take a shower. I feel like I smell like bad. Oh, thank you, Echo. This is like your multiple accounts. I be following you on all your.
The other ones are mainly backup, like if I get beamed, but
Mhm.
we have said some pretty fucking wild stuff on this live. And the fact
Mhm.
that this picture has been up the whole live, we don't get beamed on my account, like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. And I think that there's a lot of people trying to demonize you in general and act like, but what I've known from you since I've known you, which has been quite a long time, I would say, that's not your character. And I like that somebody's going to call people out for their BS.
Right.
That's what I enjoy in a person that's somebody that's gonna, call shit out. And I get that, and I know that you're always saying, yeah, whatever happens, I'm gonna be the one to call it out. I respect that. I respect that shit hella.
And
Yeah.
as a white person, I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna fuck up. Like white people
Hmm.
will always let you down. Fact of the matter, yes, I fucked up. There's a reason some BIPOC people don't talk to me because I have fucked up and
Mm.
I'm irredeemable to them, and that's understandable and that's fine. I'm not harassing them over it or anything like that. I'm not perfect, but I will take accountability and I will do what I can to move forward. So I tried to be a good person. Cancel my Google Home thing. Auntie Biscuit, I'm a horrible person. Did you know that? Andromeda, I'm a horrible person. I'm such a bad person. Oh, so you want to see a better picture of Martha? Martha, Martha, Martha. Bam! Not the brick. Martha.
I think was the picture Sonny was talking about.
Oh, look at you, Mary. Love it. I think I am going to call it for the night. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. I want to go watch TV and relax. So I think I'm going to call it for the night. There's been a lot of shit going on TikTok lately. I am around.
Echo, I just want to say how much I appreciate you. I know you take so much crap, and I have never questioned your character
I just threw up in
or
my mouth.
transparency, Echo. Um, I have never questioned my support to you, and I want you to know that.
I appreciate you,
uh,
but I also a reminder I do expect and want people around me to question me. It's how we keep each other in check, and it's valid. So.
and you know I would question you. You know that. There's no question that I would. But anytime anybody has said anything about you, it's like, well, show me the receipts, show me the proof, and literally no one, Echo, has ever shown me anything to support their claims about you. Yeah, and anytime you've messed up, we've all messed up, like Echo, there's no question. But you have always, like, taken accountability and said, yep, I said this, I messed up. And you've learned from it and grown from it. Um, so, I just want to say I appreciate you about that.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Frank, how old are you?
I'm 24, man.
Okay. So what's going on?
Hold on, let me look at the panel real quick.
I don't get that. All right, I'm gonna call it here. 10 o'clock, y'all. I will be around. Keep hating me. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere. I will be here until TikTok gets beamed or I find something more interesting to do. If you want to hold a call out live on me, cancel me, go right ahead. Don't care. Everyone watching, thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. See y'all later.